Hello, everybody. This is Dawn Scrub Sage. I hope you're all doing well today. So I have a different video for you today. I've been playing with my stamps. So once or twice a year, I like to go through some of my stamp collection and harvest from it so that I can do crafts throughout the year. So this week I have been doing that and organizing them by in different ways. And I wanted to show you a project that I did is I've made some charms. I've got these bulb pins and I have a little wood chip that I got from Amazon. This is it right here. My husband does cut down little chipboard like this, and he has made some for me, but I went ahead and ordered some from Amazon just to see if that would be a quicker process so I don't take up so much of his time. And I will be making this one in just a few moments. But why don't I go ahead and show you some of the projects that I have done. This is really cute. This is a Polish stamp, and what I've been doing is I painted them. Some of them I just left blank or I colored the edges. And last night I had put some paper, this is a dictionary page. I had used this and put it over it and glued it. I don't like getting my hands messy, so I don't do a lot of those projects online just because it's not my favorite thing. And I want to be more entertaining than not entertaining, although that might be an entertaining video, right? So Dawn freaking out over the glue. But anyways, I wanted to show you some of these I made. They are so fun. This is British Honduras, and it was pink. And I had, so I was gluing things. I was played with my Mod Podge, and I had a little bit of gesso out. So I was just playing around a little bit last night, making the tiles look pretty. So here is the book page, and I had glued that down, and then I put some gesso over it, and some pink ink got on it. And so I just finished that up on the extra pieces. And then I went through and I have alcohol pens and I just colored the edges that way. And then I put on the stamp just with my glue here on the bottom and on the top, the tacky glue. I put it down and then I put some on the top. And it seems like it's good to go. It's not gonna go anywhere. And then I also used my tacky glue to put down gems. So I went through and did that process with all the little stamps, seeing which ones would fit. I did need to cut some down. Now this is an image of a stamp that I colored. It's from one of the stamp book pages. So I just colored that with the blue alcohol ink. So it gave it some color so it wasn't black and white. And so you can either use copies or book pages for the images. They don't have to be stamps. And then the other thing that I did is I used my awl and just put a hole through the wood. So here's my awl, and I just put a hole through the wood here and went through the back as well. And that gave me the space to put in the bulb pens. And this has some of the book page, and then I just glued the stamp on it. And then I also took my little ink here and did the edges so it blended a little bit better. And I did the same for this one here. That is colored with a darker color on the back. So some of them are colored with the alcohol inks and some of them aren't. And I just thought that would be a cute way to sit on the edge of a page if it was needed, or it can be tied onto a, this is still a little bit tacky. It could be tied onto a tassel or hooked onto a page or pocket or something. So this is fun. This is Columbia. It says 45. It's sort of hard to read all of them, but I was obviously drawn to the colors of each stamp. I grabbed them after I had inked the little tiles with my alcohol ink pens. This one was originally white and I colored it in a little bit more. It was more of a white stamp. And I was just playing with it, and I think that will be cute as well on a journal. So this one was a little bit big for the stamp. The stamp was a little bit big, so I cut it down and used the gray, and it sort of matched, and I like the way that looks. And did a gem. I love this. I like the number stamps. They're fun. So these are original stamps. It would probably be okay to photocopy, definitely the older ones. But I'm just using my collection as it is. I'm not going to stress too much about it one way or the other. Somebody might get a really cool stamp. But I am having a good time using these. I figure the amount of time it takes to look for stamps and try to sell the stamps and mail the stamps, I will just consider them fun stickers that I purchased and am playing with, and they have a variety of price tags on them. But most stamps are of little value. They're 2 or 3 cents mostly. Some might be 10 to 25. A couple might be $1 or $2 here or there. So, and there might be a few that are a little bit more than that, but I don't think I have any of that available. I bought this collection from a collector who probably knew his collection better than I do. So, but these are fun, and this was a mint stamp, and I did decide to use it, but I think it's really pretty. I like the way this turned out. Here is a cute little Christmas one. Oh, I didn't put a hole in this one. So this can just go on a book page like that, or I can, let me show you what I did with the awl. So this doesn't have a hole in it. And I've already put away my pins, but pretty much, let me see. I don't want to go all the way through this one because I don't have a bottom, and you'll want to do that. So there it is. You see it popping through, and then I just come through the other side. And I haven't had any break, although I think it is possible. So now I can put a pin through there, and we are good to go. So I will just set that to the side there. And I've showed you that process. Here is another cute little fairy tale. You see the book page there. I didn't color the back of that one. I love this cocoa or coffee. I'm not quite sure which one it is. And that is a fun one. That will probably go on a coffee journal. This is another fun little fairy tale. I love this as like a old castle or hard to tell. College. Yeah, it's hard to read what that is. And then I actually like this one a lot too. So it has the 2 stamps on it, the 2 smaller stamps overlapping each other. And I really like the way that looks, and I'll probably make more that look a lot like this. You could tell I just put ink around the edges as well. Colored that on the dark. So this one was fun. I put down the book page, and then I cut around this image. It was like an image from the book page here. I just cut around it, and then I colored it after I put some gesso over it, so it's not going to bleed through or rip it. And that was sort of fun, just playing with that a little bit more. This one again is a black and white image, and I just used the alcohol paper over that. Here's another Christmas one. Here is the Queen. That's a Canada stamp. And I think this is an Italian stamp. It says Erie. So I had just colored the tiles, and then I picked out stamps that would fit and that matched it. And I may have cut down a couple of the stamps to make them fit. This has a heavy stamp on it. It says 29/11/62. probably the year. That's hard to tell what that's all about, but. And then this is a German stamp, I believe. And this is another Canadian stamp. So there's that there. So I thought I'd show you how you could do this if you wanted to. I have a brown alcohol ink pen here. I'm just going to go ahead and color the back. Just color that in. Probably painting is probably more economical. I really hate getting dirty. I'd much rather just refill my inks. I really do hate getting dirty and having to clean up paint and all that stuff. It's not my favorite thing. So you know how if you're a scrapbooker, you're probably, I know I was drawn to scrapbooking because it's paper and you don't get too messy. And just working with photos and everything is really fun. Glues, you know, we used to use those little glue corners, so you didn't even get dirty with glue when you scrapbook because you had those little photo corners, right? So you're pretty much just cutting things if you wanted to paint things. This is like back in the day, 20, 30 years ago, right? And so I really like the craft because you don't get that messy. I like working with graphics because you don't get super messy. Here you get a little bit messy. So there's the coloring on the back. I like that you can see the wood grain. Some people like that, some people don't. Now for here, I am going to go ahead and color all the way in, but you could probably just get away with coloring the edges. But I like the consistency. So I'm going to color this one all the way in as well, even though I'm going to be putting a stamp and probably even paper over it. I haven't decided if I'm going to put paper over it. Probably not on this one. So if I wanted to do a little bit more collage, I could tear off some of the paper, put that on there, and then put this on. But I think that fits really well, and I'm fine with not having the book page behind it. I like the way that looks. So I'm going to go with this. If you do go ahead and glue like a piece of book page down on the whole thing and cut it and just use a sander along the edges, that is something I did as well. But for here, I'm just keeping it really simple, and I'm hoping that my glue will work for me. I will get a little bit messy here. And I'm also one of those people who likes to work with the least of tools. I will use my hands even though I don't like getting messy. And I'm just going to spread this around. And then I'm going to put this on here. And then I'm going to put some glue over it. And I'm going to call that good. It's a little bit crooked. And it will dry. And then I also already showed you how I put the hole in it. The other thing after this dries I might do is take the inker, or take my ink and an inker maybe, and do the edges just so that the white's not quite as stark. And you've seen that I've done that on some of these. I even colored in the images a little bit with yellow ink just to have things not be so stark. So there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's a little bit different video, but I had a lot of fun putting these together, and I hope you guys will hit like and subscribe, and have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.